Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be having an update on the severe weather threat for today and tomorrow. We're going to get started with the Storm Prediction Center's outlook here. So today we got a slight risk for parts of Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, with a marginal risk for parts of Tennessee, Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma, and maybe a small part of Kansas as well. Your threats from the Storm Prediction Center. Here's your tornado outlook if it could load in. It's only at 2%, so it's a little bit lower. The wind nose is up to 15. Same thing for the hail threats, also up to 15 as well. Now, they just now updated this here just a few minutes ago. You can see here, earlier there was an enhanced risk for these areas. Now they pushed it up to the north. Now I'm going to show you guys why they pushed it up to the north. It's actually a little bit smaller as well. It's actually for the Mississippi River valleys of Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, and a small part of Mississippi. They backed us off for these areas here in particular, which I am putting on to actually back this off. David Schwathauer from last night, I do disagree with his forecast. He's predicting a moderate risk for these areas in here. I think that's way too far to the south, and I think it should be pushed up to the north. The Storm Prediction has the same thinking I am as well, and I'm also going to keep it enhanced. I will show y'all my forecast in just a moment. As you see here, severe storms are expected for Saturday morning from eastern Oklahoma and Texas into the lower mid-Mississippi and lower Ohio valleys. Damage, wind, hail, and a few tornadoes are possible. See here, your threat, the tornado threat is not significant anymore. The hail is now significant. They upgrade to a 30% significant. The wind is going to be a 30. Tornado is going to be staying at 10. So it's all enhanced category. If one of those gets upgraded to moderate, that means there's just going to be a moderate risk for severe weather. Now here we go into day 3. So here you go to day 3. It's downgraded to marginal. This goes in for parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. For those people, the main threat I'm looking at is damaging winds. There, tornado. We can have a spin up. With that, hail possibility is going to be on the very low side of things. And let me go ahead and show you on day 5. See here, here's day 5. They got a 15% for a small portion of Oklahoma and a part of Texas. Now, if you look at the model run earlier, it looks pretty nasty so far, but it's going to be for not much people. All I can tell you is the main threats are going to be the damaging winds, large hail, few tornadoes. A couple of those could be significant, especially down for this area here, which I'm concerned in that 15%. On the northern side of that 15% is mainly for the damaging winds there, because there's going to be a squall line developing. Okay, now let's go ahead. What's going to be going on for today and tomorrow here. Now, my forecast, the Storm Prediction Center me does have a similar thinking on this here, and I'll show y'all. And so here we go. We are watching this negative tilt here. And this negative tilt is now looking to be for like Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Tennessee, and Arkansas. That's where that tilt is looking to be at, and that passes on there. Looks like your vorticity levels here. So your wind speed is good. Here's your vorticity levels. We actually got plenty of that stretching from Arkansas up into the Ohio Valley there. Your surface products. I'm trying to go for this a little bit quick, so this video could be a little bit short. So here you go with your dew points here. So you got dew points in the low 60s, which means there's a good chance for severe weather. If you get dew points in the 60s, which is pretty good for severe weather. If you're in the 50s, it's not bad. It is not bad at all. Cape is the good question here. And I think I know the reasoning for this here. Oh yeah, by the way, Cape around here could be nearly 3,000 there for parts of Oklahoma there. So that's why it's been upgraded to slight because of the cape there. But if we go into the severe weather threat here, look at here, you got a little bit of a line of over 1,000 there. And that continues to push off to the east to southern Indiana, parts of Kentucky, Tennessee. That's why they kind of pushed it up to the north, because there's better cape up there than it's actually down here, which is between 500 to close to 900. Well, up here it's between 700 to 1,000. So that's pretty much the reasoning why there. And so here we go with your strength index here. As you can tell here, the strength index is increased for parts of Illinois and Indiana there. And it's kind of been downgraded some down in Louisiana, which is not great there. Your moisture convection here. So here you go with your moisture convection. There's not much moisture convection down in Louisiana, but there is some good moisture convection going on around the Mississippi River valleys there. So your lap rates here, if I'm correct, this is crap. Yes, it is. There's pretty much nothing there to see for level lap rate for the low level. What about the mid level? Well, here you go with your mid level lap rates. Seems like it went down a little bit down here, but we do have some mid level lap rates going on in the area to watch there. If you're over 7, that's kind of bad news. Over 7 means there could be a good chance for severe weather, really. It really could fire up those storms. So here you go with your EHI here. You can see your EHI is actually been going up to the north as well. Nearly 2 for parts of western Kentucky there. So this has been going on a northerly trend. Here's what we've been looking at here. Here you go with your helicity values here. You can see helicity is pretty high along where the Storm Prediction Center has it. About 400 there. It's a little bit higher up here. Yeah, 500 for that region of Illinois. And here you go. It starts to push eastward to in the Ohio Valley and the upper Tennessee Valley there. Alright, let's take a look at your supercell composite here. So here you go with your supercell composite. I do agree with this. There's going to be an enhanced risk probably. That would be my prediction there because of high cape values. You got up to 7 for central southeastern Oklahoma there. That pushes off to the east. Then you can tell here there's a little bit of an area of moderate there, which is a 7. But look up here to the north. You can see here it starts to increase a little bit. See you got some 8s up there for parts of southern Indiana and western Kentucky. If we do try to get onto the 8 there in southern Indiana, take a look at those forecast soundings there. As you can see here, your cape right here for that area is 725. Your shear and knots is 48, just good. And you can see here it's open, not much of a gap there, but I can tell you there is. I think that gap is starting to get a little bit wider in the past few model runs here. These guys here, your ELFC, LCL, seems like it's been going up as well there. So that kind of tells me that the severe weather threat for southern Indiana and western Kentucky is starting to increase there. See, that pushes off to the east and starts to dissipate very quickly as it reaches into central Kentucky as we get into the middle of the night. Significant tornadoes. So this is EF2 plus stuff here. You can see it here. There's actually a little bit of a pink there. You got 6.1. We can try to click on it if I can get to it. Oh, a 6.5 is better. See what that 6.5 for that area is. You can see here it is pretty wide. Your EL is way up in the atmosphere. Just good. Your cape is pretty high. So if you want to see pretty good severe weather or like a supercell, you want to see stuff like this here. There could be a supercell in there. I'm expecting to probably have a supercell develop somewhere in Oklahoma there, and maybe into Arkansas as well. Here you go. And And you can see here, it's not as bad than it was earlier. That's why they kind of downgraded a little bit. But there is 5 up in southern Indiana there for significant tornado. Reds are bad, which it kind of gives you a little bit of a higher chance. This is a very similar forecast sounding for that area. See here, it kind of diminishes here. My area in particular is actually in that enhance. Let me go and check that real quick. For you guys, a 3.5. It's okay. Yeah, it's a little bit lower, but your shear and knots is a little bit higher. Everything else is just kind of gone down. You can tell there it kind of dissipates. At that time, I think that's 9, something like that. Alright, now let's go ahead and go to the precipitation side of this here. You do have some strong thunderstorms down in southern Arkansas, right in there. Some of those clusters there. Affected damaging winds will be the primary threat for those. You see here where the severe weather threat kind of stands. It's right in here. If we kind of back this up here a little bit, we do have some thunderstorms that could try to develop. You can see those cells there could be potential supercells. Then it starts to congeal to a line here. This is where your warm front's going to be. Your cold front's back here. And you can see your warm front, you got a line of strong to severe thunderstorms pushing eastward. What I'm trying to say here, dang on it, I'm losing my words here. 2 lines, 2 rounds, there you go. 2 rounds of thunderstorms. There could be another one. You got another one there. And I think that's going to be your main cold front there, which that's something we're going to have to watch there. You see, those are isolated cells there. Those could be potential supercells there as well. So there's a lot of things to watch. Here is your severe weather ingredients here. Hold on. I did not change the date. March 8th, day 2. There we go. So your wind speed, vorticity, helicity are still very good. The only thing that get upgraded is the low mid-level lap rates. Your EHI is still good. Your not fret index. Strength index is good. And your K2 point are also good as well. Here you go. If your severe weather threats, your damage winds gets an upgrade to high to very high because of that line. Those rounds of thunderstorms can bring in some big time damaging winds. Your large hail and supercells actually gets an upgrade because I kind of have confidence from the Storm Prediction Center. Because these supercells can bring down a good amount of hail, especially when you get a warm front to pass. There's probably still some cold air up in the atmosphere, so those hailstones can get larger. You know what I mean? If it's colder up in the atmosphere, they could get bigger quicker. Your tornado threat stays at medium. Your heavy rain and flash flooding threat actually gets an upgrade to medium to high threat. My confidence on this is a 75%. There, and here you go with my forecast here. Like I said, there could be potential for rounds of storms down there. That could be, I might have put that too far to the south. I think I did not mean to do that. Let me redo that very quickly here for you guys. It's probably because the pen is too big. We'll just bring it down to 4. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, kind of in here is where I'm watching for severe weather. So there's your enhanced risk area. I think down here, your slight risk is going to be pushed up to the north as well. Even though you get some not bad, it's really due to the Cape values down there. Even though you got some good low-level, mid-level lap rates, you don't have all the ingredients there. Most of the ingredients we're watching is to the north, which gives you the better chance for tornado development, damaging winds, and large hail. I'm not really looking into significant tornadoes for right now, but the name is kind of going on to a moderate risk for significant tornadoes, which is like for parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana there. Where you got your slight risk there, that's really just because of the damaging winds. You could probably get some hail out of those rounds. Your enhanced risk is just an increased threat for supercells to try to develop. Your marginal risk is just basically damaging winds and hail with pretty much no tornado threat in there. So this is all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this update here. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you really like my channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. If you got a question, put it down in the comment section down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.